Hello, my name is Eloise Holland. I'm the coordinator of Keep Smyrna Beautiful, and I'm going to walk you through our Adopt a Mile program. This is for people who are interested in maybe joining the program and who just need a little more information. So before we get started, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Keep Smyrna Beautiful. We are a nonprofit 501c3 government hybrid. So we're a separate nonprofit, but we also partner with the Smyrna government. And our mission is to inspire our community to be clean, green, and beautiful. And we have a few areas of focus, including ending littering, reducing waste, promoting recycling, and beautifying Smyrna. I won't go through all of our programs, but we have quite a few to help us meet our goals in these areas. And Adopt a Mile is our biggest litter reduction program. We also do community cleanups, which are a little more flexible and don't require group participation. However, we also do independent cleanups, which you can do by yourself or with groups. And then some of our big events otherwise are Bring One for the Chipper, Christmas tree recycling, and then document shredding that we do every year. We also do a lot of education with the schools and school grants, and then we do some beautification programs like our jonquil bulb sale, Adopt a Tree, and then we also support beautification projects in Smyrna schools. So as I said, Adopt a Mile is one of our biggest litter reduction programs. The way that it works is that groups adopt a mile in the city of Smyrna, and they commit to cleaning it 4 times a year. You, as an Adopt a Mile group, you recruit your own volunteers, but you get support from Keep Smyrna Beautiful, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But just to kind of talk about why picking up litter is important. It seems kind of obvious. Litter is not supposed to be on the ground, but it's important for a lot of reasons, and one is environmental. Everything that is on the ground will end up being washed into the storm drains by storm water, and those go directly to the local creek, which leads to the river, which leads to the ocean. So all of the trash on the ground here in Smyrna doesn't just affect the trash here, our environment here, but it also, affects the water, the aquatic life, it affects the oceans. So it really is part about taking care of our own home, but also the wider environment. Also, having a clean home just instills pride. People want to live in a place that's clean and that they can feel proud of. And then finally, when our Adopt a Mile volunteers are out, and usually there's like 100 at a time, and then people see them and they think, they appreciate and feel inspired by the work that our volunteers do. And that may mean being really careful and making sure that trash is not flying out of their truck, or it may mean deciding to join us on a cleanup. So these are our 2022 numbers. At the time of this recording, we're ending 2023, and I can tell you that we will surpass these numbers. But just to tell you, about in a year, 85 miles of roadway cleaned, almost 6,000 pounds of litter, and then, getting close to 500 volunteers. So it really is a large effort by a lot of people who care about Smyrna. And then, so each Adopt a Mile group has to have a coordinator. And so that is probably you, since you were listening to this, or maybe you can make someone else do it. It's not that. But basically, you're the liaison between your group and Keep Smyrna Beautiful. And this means that you will do an orientation with me, where we'll go through, what we need from you. You will be the one to recruit volunteers. You'll be the one to send them information, make sure that they know what they need to do. I'll send it to you, and you'll send it to them. You'll make sure they fill out paperwork. That means signing in to each volunteer activity, making sure everyone has waivers signed, making sure minors get their waivers signed. And then you'll also pick up all the supplies at the Smyrna Recycling Center and return them after your volunteer activity, along with paperwork for your group. Lost my thing there. Okay, and then what we do for you, we will schedule the events, and those are flexible. So we have 4 times a year in January, April, July, and October. We have set dates. It's usually the 3rd Friday, but sometimes not, sort of depends. And Saturday, 3rd Saturday. However, you could do it on a Friday. We have several work groups that choose to go out during the workday, often on a Friday. We have some people who would rather go out on a Sunday. So it's pretty flexible. You just have to be in touch with us. Let us know when you're going to do your cleanup, how many people you expect, so that we can make sure that we have supplies ready for you. We provide you everything you need, both digitally and on paper. We will communicate with you about the cleanups and remind you to do everything you're supposed to do. We will remove your trash if you are unable to remove it yourself, which a lot of groups are. It's about maybe half and half. Some people put it in, have their own dumpster or throw it away themselves, and then other people ask us to pick it up. Either way is totally fine. We also will provide all the supplies, so that's pickers, vests, gloves, trash bags, and then so you pick those up and then bring them back and clean them. Next time you come, they're all clean, ready to go. So this is a note, it looks like I wrote myself, that miles must be within the city, so that we are Keep Smyrna Beautiful. So all of our Adopt-A-Mile groups must adopt miles within the city. And we have kind of a list of high needs roadways, or ones that we're looking to adopt, but we can also be flexible if your business or church is on a particular road and you want to adopt that mile. We can work with you on that. Top 3 reasons to participate. As I already mentioned, there is a sense of, promoting community when you have a clean home, but also the act of doing it together promotes a sense of community and responsibility. It's a great team building exercise. We have a couple of scout groups. It's a great thing for young folks to do. Oh, I should mention this activity is for ages 12 and up. So that's just because it is on roadways. We want to make sure that everyone is safe. Also, it helps protect the environment, and who doesn't want to do that? And then finally, it just makes Smyrna a better place to live. We all love our home, and we want to keep it clean and beautiful, and make it a place that people really, really want to call home. All right, so this was a pretty short presentation. It's a pretty straightforward program, but also so important for us. So if you have any questions, please be in touch. You can email me, you can call me. I'm happy to discuss any questions or talk through places where we're looking for groups, or just get you signed up if you're ready to go. I think I mentioned that some groups are really small, like we'll have a family that's just like 2 people, and then we have groups that are like 20 people, and that's totally fine. 2 people can pick up a lot of trash, but so can 20 people. So, depending on the size of the group you expect, we probably would think about, where we wanted to put you. But again, we can be pretty flexible about that depending on your needs. So I hope that you have found this educational and interesting and are ready to sign up. And I hope to talk to you soon. All right.